Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This here's Portie's Garage. On today's episode, we're going to be working on my niece's car. So I'm going to kick it over to brother-in-law Mick, and he's going to give you the background.
So as you can see here today, we've got an Acura RL 2010. It's Hope's car. She's been up at college complaining about some noise coming out of the backside of the car. And then all of a sudden she called and said, I heard the most god-awful noise. The car was shaking, shattering, and she found this on the ground. One of the rear brake pads came off. We waited a little too long to do it. So needless to say, today we're doing brakes, we're doing rotors, and since the caliper's been rubbing on the rotor and gouged a nice groove in it, we're doing a couple calipers today. So we're gonna have Hope here start taking off some tires and we'll get started. So now that we got that tire off, we'll get inside and we'll see what's going on in there. We'll get set up for the next shot. So as you can see here, got the rotor, the tires off. Look how bad this rotor is. Luckily at school we had someone who could put some temporary pads on this side so we could get Hope home safe. So now she's here, we got to replace the caliper. These front teeth are ground down a little bit, and this rotor's just shot. This is old. What do we have? 217,000 miles on this bad boy with the dirt roads and salt. So first we're going to try to remove this, then take these set screws off, try to pull the rotor off, get a new one on, and then work on the bolts back here for the brake lines. So Hope, if you want to jump in, grab the two bolts up top here. So I think the only thing that we'll need from this caliper is going to be these guides, because I'm missing two guides in all the sets. So if you want to hold that light, you should move this. Be able to put that to the side. Here's a, let's see how, so just a couple days. Oh, not bad, didn't put a groove in there yet. So, and then let's take a look at, look how that's ground down too. And a little rust in there. So we'll have to take these two bolts off the back, pull that bracket, and then we'll work on this here. So I think first we're going to work on getting the frame off and the rotor off, get that back on, and pull this off too. So we'll get set up and come right back then. All right, so these are a little tight with the rust here. We tried a little penetrant. So I'm gonna work on these, make sure we can get this off, because we gotta reuse these bolts. I did not have time to get new bolts. How do those threads look? Not bad. Should be able to reuse that. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit though. See if I can get this guy off here. Looks pretty clean. Be able to clean that up, reuse that. All right, so now we'll grab a Phillips, back these out. What I did use, I don't know if I have, here it is. We can actually use this, Hope. I'm gonna let you do that. Hammer this in and it turned and cracked those loose. It worked pretty well. So see if you can get those off, and then we'll have to get the pullers out. Should I just give it a kick, see if she comes? What do you think the chances are?
0.
No, we're gonna have to set pullers. We'll be right back when we have the puller set up. All right, so we got the puller on. I got safety glasses on because there's a lot of corrosion and chunks taken out of this rotor. So I'm gonna try to hold here with this hand and push with this one. You just have to reset each time. We had emergency brakes. A little bit of corrosion in there, huh?
Just a little bit.
My goodness.
All right. Brake rotor off.
All right, so now we got the rotor off. We are going to take the bracket holding the brake line on. And then I just cracked this. It was a lot of work. This is where you got to be careful. If you strip this, you got big problems. But we were able to crack it. So Hope's going to come in now, take these two bolts off this. I'm going to put it in a bag and then we're going to work at putting the next rotor back in, clean things up a little bit, and then put the rotor back on and work on the next caliper. So take those two top bracket pieces off first. There we go. Hold this light. All right, so I think the next thing, maybe we put the caliper back on and get it bracket on here and then get the rotor on. We'll get set up and come right back. All right, so here we've got everything ready to put the new rotor on. Mr. Portie's having a conniption looking at all the dirt in here. He's trying to clean up all the mud. We actually found the elevation sensor, the control arm sensor here, that was popped off, so we got that on, cleaned some mud off of there. But you can even see the brake shield is all rusted through, so she's getting old here. So first thing we're gonna do now is start putting the rotor back on. Let me clean the back of this off. It should have these two screws here. Hopefully they line up and go right in, right there. That one went in. So Mr. Portie here noticed I was putting the screws in these wrong holes, so I had to readjust. And as I was just told, I was screwing the wrong hole. So now that we got these set screws in the right place, we'll tighten them down and then we can start working on the caliper here then. Looks a little bit better than what we had before. All right, so what we got here is I took the bolts off of this caliper here quick so that I can line this up. I put these two bolts back here. Hopefully I can get this lined up pretty easy. Now that we are getting close here, I do not know what the torque is on these. I did not look that up. So we're just gonna have to make them hand tight. So let me get this all the way in.
Torque to spec.
There you go. All right, so we got this on. I'm gonna try to put the brake line in here, brackets on the back here. There's the brackets that we took off. One thing to note is I did put the slides on here before we lost those, make sure they're in. A little bit of wiggle around, but there's a tab up top here that you'll hear click in, so make sure you get that. So let's take this off. So one thing we want to note is I put this rubber cap in right here. So that I pulled off of this one here, put it there. That's where you stick the screwdriver to adjust the star for the old school emergency brakes in there. So these are tightened. This is on. Next thing I believe is going to be the pads, and then put the bolts back on. Got the pads, got the squealer in the back. Let's hope they slide on pretty easy. Of course, I tested them and they went on easy. That one went in pretty good. Slides in pretty good. All right. Let me give those a little crank, make sure we're tight enough, and we should be good. All right, y'all, we are just about done here. We got to clean up around here a little bit. We've got to bleed this, but we're going to wait till we get the other side done, bleed both sides at the same time. So I think we're going to set up time lapse just to do the other one, so we'll go through the other side quick. Hopefully we don't fumble at all and things go smoother than it did on this side. So let's just get set up on the other side and we'll see what goes on. All right, so we got everything back together. We just bled the brakes. If you look right here, we've got the bleed nipple there. We had someone in the back had a hose onto the bleed nipple, so we bled that into a bottle. We had someone pumping the brakes and someone filling the reservoir. Now that that's all together, we're gonna have Hope here. She's gonna take the tire, put the tires back on. Let's see if we can lift this up and get it on there.
Hey guys, that's it. We got her all done. So brakes, rotors, pads, calipers, everything you needed to do on this nice 2010 Acura.
Real nice.
Real nice. So that's it. Always, if you got the opportunity, make sure you help a young person in your family learn how to work on a car so you can teach them how to wrench.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe.